Okay, welcome back to part 2 of G.I. Joe 2, the Atlantis Factor. Oh, this level, yeah. This is one of those levels where you're going to be spending a lot of ammo. And as you can see, I'm clearly confused here. I'm like thinking, like, you know, maybe I can save ammo. But I think at that point, that's when I realized, yeah, I can't. So here I go. Yeah, now's not a good time to be switching characters and leveling shit up when there's missiles flying from the air, but I guess I went for it. I love how this guy's running around in his scuba outfit. Like, that's gotta weigh at least like 80 pounds. All that gear. But he doesn't give a shit. Punching missiles. That's so funny. I don't know what these things are supposed to be, like these floating eyeballs. I guess that's what they are. Maybe, like, that's really all there is to it, and I'm looking too deep into things. Maybe punching missiles is like a normal thing for these Joes. I might as well stick with Storm Shadow, like, just to waste my 2 hits that I have to spare. See, and there he goes. I already have 1 bar of health, and I should switch characters very soon. Yeah, I don't have a lot of health. Which is a problem. Very big problem. From this point on, you'll notice I'm just spraying like crazy because I just don't feel like dying. Oh, that was very helpful. Gave me some extra life. You might as well. If you have a chance, then you can take it, but you better be good at knowing when you should be taking these chances. That noise you just heard, that means I'm running out of time. Yeah, there's a time limit. I forgot myself. And there we go. I got another radio. Another cutscene. A man appears on the beach. That's it. And that looks like the man, and that looks like the beach. Gung-ho. Okay. This guy is the one that gives you, refills all your ammo. He's very helpful, but, you're gonna be using either this guy or the guy that, I think Spirit, the one that refills health the most. Simply because, honestly, like, ammo is so scarce in this game that you really gotta conserve it. You know, I don't know why, but with this level, the quality gets shitty. Not like in my software, like actually in the game. Just look at the bottom part. Like where my fists are, like the little, like, you know, the HUD, I guess you would call it. It just looks like shit. Don't know why. This level's annoying because there is no ground. Yeah, and I figured out that the hard way many times. Yeah, you can actually just die, like platformer style, which sucks. Because honestly, now I think about it, this might be the only level where that happens. Where there's no ground. Yeah, this is the only level. And these guys are hard to, like, punch. They throw the first punch most of the time, so I try to just avoid them. But then this happens, and then the screen lags. Classic NES, you know. Storm Shadow, fun fact, he has the highest jump out of all the characters. So I should have been using this guy earlier on just because his jump is so useful. But again, 3 bars of health, so... Oh, that was really clutch. And that's the end of the level. I think this is the level that I think it is. Yeah, it is. So in this level, we're in some research lab, and we're saving a fellow G.I. Joe. At the end of this level, you unlock a 4th character, and he sucks. If you see any ammo, go for it. See, at the beginning of this level, I think it's like the base levels, not the routes, but the actual levels, they will replenish your they'll start you off with like 100 or so, I believe. I'm not really sure what the thing is, but I just know that some levels will give you more ammo and even more health, and some levels will not. So what I just did, I should have been explaining. I went down the first hole that you see. You saw that I passed some elevators to get down here. You gotta skip all that and go to the one that takes you down. And this is annoying, but you can get through it without getting hit. I'm just lazy. You can also get through it without using any ammo, but there I am, being lazy. I think if you just duck and then jump, you can get through it. It took me a while to figure out to get to that doctor where I just went. And it's pretty much you just keep going down this main hallway until you find that hole in the bottom and go down it, and then go back up it, and then go back to the right. Just keep going to the right. For a while, I actually thought that Wetsuit didn't have the jump kick, but then I realized that I very rarely got the Wetsuit's punch to level 3, and that's what happens. So I'm switching characters here because this guy drops a chevron, and I recommend you go for it 100%. So pick the character that you think could use more HP. And I chose Wetsuit. Now Wetsuit actually has max HP. Wetsuit and General Hawk both have maximum HP. So if you get a chevron, all it's going to do is replenish your health. It won't give you any more bars. So I guess if you have full HP with both your first, then I guess you could, you know, switch to Storm Shadow and then use it with him. But pretty sure I beat this game without leveling up a single thing on that guy. But I'm saying if you do level up anything with that guy, level up the pulse rifle. Here's the boss. So I'm just like making sure I have what I want before I go fight him. I equipped the laser, and I recommend you do too. Oh, you know what? Now that I realize it, this guy is the biggest joke of a boss in the whole game. Still, though, choose the laser just because it's going to be quicker. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that. That guy should have been like the first boss you fought, not like the third. So now you unlock this guy, Snake Eyes. I never used him, so can't really tell you much about him. So now I'm thinking like, yeah, should I go through this route? Are there other routes that I could maybe, you know, get some health or something? Oh, this level's such a bitch. This level's a bitch because it loops over and over again. I'm not exactly sure what stops it from looping. But I do recommend you go up these, to this upper right, and get the 2 powers. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry guys, but for this level, I don't really have much to say. Just keep going to the right and keep going up. It's random. You'll see later on that it eventually does start to just loop and loop and loop and loop. I don't even know how I beat this level. I just kept going and going and going. You know, for all I know, maybe this level doesn't even loop. It's just shitty game design. Well, that's bullshit. Those don't give me anything. So like right now, I don't know if you could tell, but it's starting to look very similar. It just feels like it's looping. You know, if it wasn't for this level, this video would be a lot shorter. Just because I'm just aimlessly wandering around. Then I get to this guy, I don't even know what's going on. All I know is that that guy hurt me. It's a dead end and I can't hurt that dude. So I'm out. I think from this point on, there are no more power-ups. Which is why I do think it's looping, because if you collect the power-up and you go off screen, it won't be there anymore. Even if the monster still, even if the enemy still is there, power-up won't be. Honestly, if this level wasn't just like long and confusing, it's really not that hard. Like, there's not too much shit coming at you at once. You could take your time. You just gotta watch where you drop. You could always just land on an enemy. You know what? Am I about to go up? Because I feel like if I make that right, I would be at the end. Oh, well, these guys are new, so I must be going the right way. Yeah, that's like acid or something in that little, like, cove up there. Yeah, right here. That's... you don't want to step in there. Yeah, it's looping. It's confirmed by now. This level's looping. and there we go. Yay. Jeez. Shut down the power source. Did I though? Did I? Oh. So we're almost at the end. See, I was thinking, like, you know, maybe if I go that route, I can get some, you know, some extra power-ups and health and stuff. But then I realized that'd be pretty shitty if I went that way and then died. So, forget that. I'm gonna go straight to the boss. Well, actually, we're going to the route of the boss. After this, we can go to the boss. And I like that they chose that the last route of the game is identical to the first route of the game, almost like the game's coming full circle or whatever. Plus, I like the music here too. I thought the music of the first level had the best music in the game, and the music here is not bad either. This is good music, you know why? Because it fucking gets you really in the game. It really, like, this is last level before, like, alright, this is the last level, after this is the boss. That's what this kind of music is telling me right now. It's like, you're close, but you can fuck up. Just like, and that's really with a lot of NES games, which is what I love about NES. I kind of like the challenge. I like that some of them are just unforgiving and brutal, but at the same time I hate it. But then when you beat it, oh man. I mean, yeah, no one cares except you, but that's enough, right? Yeah, my morale is low, as you can see. I'm just trying to get to the end. I'll take hits, like, if I have to. And then I have my one radio. That radio is essential for the boss. And I realize I haven't even used any radios yet. And if you notice, I only have one radio. I should have a whole bunch of radios, but the thing is when all your characters die, you lose all your radios. Which I guess makes sense, because if you had like 5 radios and the end boss, it would be a joke. This level's not confusing. It's not bad. It's really not a bad last level, but the problem is that after all that shit you just encountered in that last route, they didn't give you more HP. They didn't stock you up on HP, they didn't stock you up on ammo, nothing. So if you lost a character in the last level, he's dead. And this sucks because Wetsuit he's gonna die any second. So this is just like that other mini boss. You know, you take like 5 punches. Sometimes you could land 6 if you move forward with each punch a little bit. You can probably land 6 on them, and then you gotta jump. It's tedious, but you gotta be accurate. And here's this guy, where you're gonna spend a lot of your ammo that you need for the boss, and you're gonna spend a lot of your HP that you also need for the boss. So that guy is by far the worst part of this whole level, because you cannot dodge him, and you're gonna have to spend your ammo. See, these guys at least, like, you know, there's a pattern. At least you can punch them and be patient. So I mean, at this point, how could I survive? How could I do any good at all? I mean, my characters are pretty much dead, and I have to fight the final boss. Well, first of all, I'm a pretty stubborn guy. Secondly, there is one chevron in this level. I think there might be two, but getting that second one is out of the way and can cost you. So I'm just going for that one. I only have 73 bullets for the final boss, and that should be just barely enough. So I'd say if you have like 60 bullets or 50, you're gonna have to resort to your fists eventually. Besides, I have that one radio, and I'll either use that radio on more ammo or more health, depending on what I need more. I don't know. See, I think if I went that way, that would be the way to go for that second chevron, but I'm just not chancing it. I'm just going to stick with what I know. And right here, I make a pretty bad mistake. I recommend you learn from it. What I should have done was just immediately have just went right past these guys and let those like 3 seconds of invincibility help me out. But I waited, I hesitated, and I lost 2 hits of health when I could have only lost 1. Now this guy's different than every other boss because he immediately starts shooting you. You can only hit him like maybe one or 2 times before you gotta jump over him. You cannot land 5 hits on this guy. Plus he fires just enough bullets so that it's impossible to jump over all of them. This is the final boss, and unfortunately, none of these boxes drop anything or help you out. So yeah, Wetsuit and Storm Shadow both have 1 health, so it's really all about General Hawk right now. See, I was just checking, because if I were to use that now, that would be such a bad idea. Now here, there's only one strategy. Get to the side and just jump and shoot and dodge. Oh yeah, and if I didn't tell you this already, use your laser. Don't use anything else. See, I'm pretty sure that last hit he will take 2 hits of health. I'm not sure. Oh, no, he only took 1. But yeah, there we go. I needed the health more than I needed the ammo, so... that's it. Now, I'm telling you right now, if you don't have a radio and you're about to fight the final boss, I could not help you. I don't know what to tell you. I would resort, if you ran out of ammo, I would just resort to just trying to drop kick him, but you're gonna get hit, and I've never beaten this boss without at least 1 radio, ever. So, if I were to use that radio, my last radio, and then die in the final boss, I don't know how to beat him. I wouldn't know how to beat him. So, G.I. Joe, the Atlantis Factor, it's supposed to be a direct sequel to the first one on NES, which I've never played, but I'm kind of curious, and I might just play it if it's not crazy like this one is. Well, that's my first retrospection, and there will be many more, but don't count on it, because sometimes I just like to play the game and just make commentary, you know, sometimes I just like to do that, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, alright? Sometimes I'm gonna, you know, if a game like this is mad long and mad hard, maybe I'll, like, try to make a guide, try to help you out. Duke, I didn't even unlock that guy. Or this guy, Roadblock, I just bailed on them. You know why? Because you don't have to.